Daily AI News. Headlines for July 13, 26. Nvidia dominates AI, but risks emerge. Taiwan's central bank chief warned heavy tech borrowing for AI could fuel an unsustainable bubble. Taiwan, critical to Nvidia's supply chain via TSMC, hosts CEO Jensen Huang's expanded partnerships, including an AI supercomputer. Nvidia's Q1 fiscal 2027 revenue hit a record $81.6 billion, up 85% year-over-year, beating estimates. Adjusted earnings were $1.87 per share, above $1.77 consensus. Data center revenue of $75.2 billion, 92% of sales, surged 92%. Gross margin held at 74.9%. Q2 revenue forecast, $91 billion. Wall Street rates it strong buy with a $302.55 average price target, implying 44% upside. Cheaper AI models don't guarantee lower costs due to token amplification. Agent systems consume far more tokens than chatbots. A single user request can trigger planning, retrieval, tool use, verification, and summarization. In a chatbot, one message yields roughly one model call with a 1-to-5 input-to-build ratio. But in multi-step agents for customer support or sales, that ratio can reach 1-to-700 or higher. Each step carries forward conversation, tool outputs, and reasoning traces, multiplying costs. OpenAI's plan to give every Y Combinator startup $2 million in API credits, enough for a seed round, highlights this scale. A German consortium has released Soofi S, an open-source 30 billion parameter language model trained on Deutsche Telekom's AI cloud. It uses a hybrid architecture activating only 3.2 billion parameters per token, keeping speed constant even with 256,000 token contexts. Soofi S tops open models on English and German benchmarks, surpassing Almo 332B and Apprentice 70B, scoring 73.8% on human eval, a coding test. German data made up 15.3% of its second training phase. The model was trained from March to May on 512 Nvidia B200 GPUs using renewable energy. It leads European sovereign models but lags on German math and long context extraction tasks. A new AI law under the EU AI Act will require chatbots to disclose they are AI starting August 2, 2026. This aims to prevent confusion between human and AI interactions. Some U.S. states have similar laws, though no federal mandate exists. Over 1,000 AI-related bills are under consideration across states. Critics question if such notifications are truly necessary or merely performative. The law emphasizes transparency, ensuring users know they are chatting with AI, not a human. This could help prevent overimmersion or AI psychosis, but AI makers argue the disclosure is redundant and disrupts user experience. Apple's self-driving car project never launched but led to the Neural Engine, debuting in the iPhone X and A11 Bionic chip in 2017. Initially used for Face ID, and emoji, and AR, it made Apple an early leader in on-device AI. This hardware now powers privacy features by minimizing cloud data. Apple is accelerating the M7 Ultra, skipping the M6 Pro, Max, and Ultra. The M7, arriving in early 2027, will have major neural engine upgrades and support up to 1.5 terabytes of RAM for a new server product. This chip lineage stems from the car project's need for powerful on-device AI, which never materialized but left a lasting legacy. Samsung is developing a dedicated AI accelerator for PCs, codenamed GAIA, which differs from existing NPU-equipped processors by using a memory-centric design that places compute close to DRAM. The company is already supplying prototypes to HP and Lenovo, with mass production potentially starting in 2027, aiming to power on-device generative AI tasks like language models and image generation. This move would mark Samsung's return to PC silicon for the first time since 2012, though it risks complicating relationships with foundry customers like Nvidia and Qualcomm. GAIA targets the AI PC market against Intel and AMD. Sakana AI published a paper in Nature Communications on a collective intelligence system made of physical 3D cellular bricks. Each brick runs the same small neural network and communicates only with directly connected neighbors, with no brick knowing its position or global shape. Despite this, hundreds of bricks collaboratively classify their overall shape, such as plane, guitar, boat, or table. In simulation with over 500 bricks, accuracy reached 98.97%. On hardware with up to 197 bricks, the system achieved 100% success across all 4 shapes, converging in under 60 cycles, about 3 minutes. Bot mitigation is an adversarial game. Attackers adapt, defenders respond, and the cycle continues. At Cloudflare, we stay ahead by combining visibility across our global network with signals from the client-side environment. At the network level, we analyze over 1 trillion requests per day to understand reputation, patterns, and anomalies across more than 20% of the web. On the client side, we've pushed detection deeper with Cloudflare Turnstile, which has evolved from a capture replacement to a risk-based managed challenge that adapts the amount of friction needed to verify the user is authentic. Today, Turnstile runs nearly 3 billion. This article examines the top regulatory threat to open-source AI, citing White House talks on a potential executive order targeting open models. It warns a ban could come within 6 months, focusing on models exceeding GPT 5.5, Claude Opus 4.8, or GLM 5.2 capabilities. The distillation debate is framed as regulatory capture by Anthropic, which seeks to ban Chinese open-weight models like DeepSeek. The author argues APIs aren't inherently secure, noting Claude Mythos was jailbroken. Ultimately, the piece stresses frontier open models are inevitable, and policy must address this reality without stifling innovation. A new Pangram study shows LinkedIn leads in AI-generated long-form content, with 41% of posts over 250 words flagged as AI-written. Analyzing over 1 million posts across 5 platforms from April to June 2026, LinkedIn had a third of all posts but nearly 2/3 of detected AI content. On X/Twitter, nearly half of long-form articles were AI-generated or AI-assisted. Substack had the lowest rate at about 10%. Reddit replies were 98% human-written, though standalone posts had more AI text. Pangram's model claims a 0.01% false positive rate, but the real AI rate may be higher. LinkedIn has started cracking down on AI posts. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to stay updated, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Let us know in the comments what you think about this video. See you tomorrow for the next daily AI news.